Good evening. I'm Pam Ferguson, Vice President of Institutional Advancement for William Patterson University. Thank you for joining us tonight for our virtual scholarship celebration. Like so many things this year, our annual scholarship celebration looks a little different. We are used to coming together and celebrating in person, but tonight we are still celebrating together, even though we are apart. Although the logistics and the execution of this event are different, the spirit of the event remains the same. We celebrate the many deserving William Patterson students who receive donor scholarships, and we recognize the amazing generosity of our donors who support our students. Before we begin the program, I would like to acknowledge and thank the members of the William Patterson University Board of Trustees, the William Patterson University Foundation Board, and the Alumni Executive Council. These individuals support our students by giving generously of their time, their expertise, and by providing philanthropic support for scholarships, research opportunities, faculty-mentored programs, and a variety of other university activities and programs. I would also like to thank the university senior administrators, the deans, faculty, and the staff who help our students through their educational journey. I would also like to thank Donor Scholarship Committee, who reviewed a record-breaking number of scholarship applications this year from students seeking additional help to pay for their education during this challenging time. It is now my pleasure to introduce Richard Heldobler, the 8th president of William Patterson University. President Heldobler has a particularly strong understanding of both our students and the life-changing power of a William Patterson education. Not only is he himself a graduate of a public university, President Heldobler is also a first-generation college student of immigrant parents, like many of our own students. His personal experience informs his commitment to serving students for whom education is a means of social mobility and economic progress. President Heldobler is challenging the entire university community to rethink systems that create barriers for underrepresented populations in higher education. And in doing so, he aims to make William Patterson the institution of choice for our students who are changing the social fabric of our state, our region, and the country. Please join me in welcoming President Heldobler.
Look out, 'cause here I come. To the beat I drum, I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
That joy on our students' faces that you just witnessed, you all played a key role in making that moment real for them. A life-changing moment for them and for their families. And we are here tonight to both celebrate and say thank you. We have many thank yous to give out tonight, but I would like to start by thanking Pam Ferguson and the entire Institutional Advancement and IRT teams for their good work on behalf of William Patterson year-round, and in particular, for everything that went on to putting tonight's event together. You know, in philanthropy, as throughout higher education, we build on the work of those who have come before us. As president of William Patterson, I had the good fortune of succeeding President Emerita Kathleen Waldron, a leader in higher education who recognized our students' significant need and decided to make student scholarships a priority by launching a $10 million scholarship campaign. College presidents, as they head into retirement, can either be incredibly gracious about their legacy or very selfish. Everyone who knows her can affirm that Kathy is a very adept fundraiser, and she could have easily closed this campaign while in office. Now, the selfish president would have closed the campaign as one more accolade in an already storied career. But Kathy was gracious enough to leave it open and give the new guy an early win. And all the while, she laid a strong foundation that has allowed us to build upon her legacy, which has led us here to tonight's celebration. So in addition to be a generous supporter of scholarships for our students herself, She is genuinely a gracious human. I am pleased to welcome Kathy, who is joining us tonight to speak about the campaign.
Hello and good evening. The annual Donor Scholarship Celebration was always one of my favorite events while I was president of William Patterson University. So I'm thrilled to be here with President Heldobler and with all of you tonight. Since retiring as president in 2018, I have truly enjoyed the many ways that I have continued to be a part of the William Patterson University community. Many of my current interactions with William Patterson students are a result of my continued support of scholarships. When I became president of William Patterson in 2010, I immediately recognized the tremendous financial needs of many of our students. And I understood that need, having experienced it in my own life. My father was a first-generation college student who had been in the Navy in World War II and who only was able to attend college with the support of the GI Bill. Receiving a full scholarship gave me the opportunity to attend Stony Brook University, where I worked a number of jobs as a student to pay for my room and board. Fueled by my experience as a scholarship recipient and as a product of public higher education, as president, I established several scholarships to recruit and retain students who were high academic achievers in high school. Catalyzed by a generous seven-figure donation from the Henry and Marilyn Taub Foundation, William Patterson launched a $10 million fundraising campaign to increase donor support for student scholarships and increase the university's scholarship endowment. I would like to thank the numerous donors who contributed to the scholarship campaign. And I also want to recognize President Heldobler for his leadership in bringing the campaign to a successful conclusion. What always struck me about William Patterson was a strong, vibrant sense of community. When I visited campus as a finalist for the position of president, I saw students interacting in ways that I had not seen at other universities. This richness of diversity and the environment that it fosters for students is really life-changing. To foster that diversity, we need to provide educational opportunities for students from all backgrounds and socioeconomic groups, not just for those who can afford to pay full tuition. For many students, donor scholarships are vital to helping them to attend school and earn their degree. Donor scholarships change the lives of hundreds of students each year. I am proud that as a result of the scholarship campaign, life-changing educational opportunities will continue to be available to students for generations to come.
I want to thank Kathy for her leadership. On behalf of the entire William Patterson community, we are truly, truly grateful. And while this is a really great night for William Patterson, and most importantly our students, we could not have done this without the support of so many watching tonight. So let me take a moment to share some of the highlights and the successes of the campaign. I would like to recognize the two campaign co-chairs whose leadership helped guide this successful effort. Aaron Van Dyne III, chair of the William Patterson University Foundation, and Fred Gruhl, member of the William Patterson Board of Trustees. I'd like to honor the transformative and significant estate gift from former alumna and emeriti faculty member Barbara Mole Grant, class of '54. We'd also like to celebrate the two $1 million grants from the Henry and Marilyn Taub Foundation, the first of which was instrumental in the successful launch of the campaign. We'd like to thank the 4,550 alumni, friends, foundations, staff, faculty, and former faculty donors who supported 310 annual and 100 endowed scholarships. To all of these generous supporters and the thousands of other donors whom time does not allow me to name individually, thank you. Thank you for supporting William Patterson. You are making a profound difference in the lives of students for whom a college education is truly a game changer. What these students may lack in resources, they make up for in grit, their everyday determination to achieve their goal of becoming college graduates, plus your support makes for a very potent combination. Your support gives our students the ability to fully immerse themselves in the college experience, perhaps work one less job so they can go on that field trip or study a little longer for their nursing or CPA exam. William Patterson is better for their presence here today, and the great state of New Jersey and our nation will benefit when they earn those degrees. We are all beginning to hear more and more from alumni who are giving because someone gave and supported them during their time at William Patterson. As impressive as much of the facts that we're going to share with you this evening are, including some very big numbers, they are not nearly as impressive as the students who benefit from your support. Let's hear from some of them now.
My name is Herschel Williams. I'm a senior, an animation scholar. I'm a recipient of the Krause Family Scholarship.
So my name is Kendra Chaikin. I'm a senior music education student with a concentration in classical saxophone. I'm a recipient of the Leroy H. Moore Music Scholarship.
I am a first-generation college attendee and soon-to-be college graduate. My parents made sure that I understood that that was something that was reachable for me. They would say, like, you should go to college, and I believed in that. I'm glad that I've been able to achieve that here at William Patterson.
So I began playing the saxophone in 4th grade in elementary school. It was something that I fell in love with immediately. So I auditioned here and I got in. So the first time I came to campus was for my accepted students day, and I got to see some of the professors working with the students. I got to see students practicing, and that immediately struck me as this is a community more than just a school.
So I picked art as a major because I was really big on art as a child. The idea of animation really appealed to me because I just felt like art itself tells a story. In animation, you can actually bring that story to life. I focus mainly on 2D animation. I like the idea of a superhuman. I like showing courage.
Coming into college, I definitely still had that kind of uneasy, nervous lack of confidence. As I went through my degree, there was actually a part of me that kind of doubted myself for a little bit.
Receiving a scholarship was like a boost of confidence. It was like, wow, someone believes in me. When I came in as an 18-year-old freshman, I didn't understand why people were interested in me. I didn't understand why people believed in me so much. But as my time went on and I was able to get that confidence in myself that I seen when looking at my father, then the confidence that my family had in me, I didn't have that until now.
I was able to get back on track with the help of members of the music department and then turn that into a success. So now I'm going to graduate with honors, be a music teacher, and then also graduate on time in 4 years.
I think confidence was something that I developed here, and I feel as though I owe a lot of that to my time here at William Patterson.
I think being the first recipient of the scholarship really makes me feel special, obviously, since I'm the first one, and the fact that it's for Leroy H. Moore, who was the saxophonist of the Dave Matthews Band. I feel like that makes it even more special since we're both saxophonists, and that the Baumel Works Fund and the Horton Foundation was able to set the scholarship up in his name.
Receiving a scholarship was something that not only eased my time here, it allows you to not panic as much. And I felt like that's huge for your mental health and for overall just your experience here. If you're always worried about how am I going to pay for college and eat, having a scholarship is something that it kind of alleviates that.
I would say to someone who's considering supporting a scholarship that I think it's one of the best things you can do to give an opportunity to a student who might not have had it previously, and also to give someone who, like me, may be lacking confidence, give them that recognition for all the hard work that they're putting in. Continuing to support students, supporting the university is so integral to having students develop emotionally and academically.
To my scholarship donors, I would say thank you very much. You've been such a blessing to me and my family, and I feel as though looking back, I might have not been able to do it without you.
I think what I would say to my scholarship donors is obviously thank you. Getting that scholarship, I feel like it reignited a lot of why I've been practicing so much, how much work I've been putting in. Having this kind of scholarship to kind of back me up, I can focus more on my playing, which is something that my whole college career, that's all I've wanted to do.
Receiving the scholarship was something that was okay, I'm not alone. This is not, this is not just me and my family against the world. This is all of us. And this is something that is important to not only me, but to my donors as well. You've helped me with as much as having the confidence and knowing that it's going to be okay and that the finish line is attainable.
William Patterson is the place for me because I'm able to express myself, feel like I'm in a community. From the time I first got here, I always felt encouraged. I felt like even though I had expectations of getting better, to be the best I could be, I always felt like I had someone to support me. I feel like with the scholarship, I was able to even feel more supported than I ever was before.
There's always a next step, and I think that that's something that always keeps you hungry. There's no end. So if you understand that there's no end, then you'll never stop. That's something that will always stick with me, like, don't stop.
Thank you, President Hell-Dobler and President Emerita Kathy Waldron. And thank you, Herschel and Kendra. Your William Patterson journey and your artistic and personal and educational growth that you shared with us is truly inspirational. The significance of the impact that scholarship support has on students cannot be overstated. All too often, we hear from students the reasons why they believe they are not worthy of scholarship. But William Patterson's donors have the power to change that. With each scholarship that is awarded, we are demonstrating to our students that we believe in them. And for many students, receiving not just the financial boost, but the affirmation that we know they will succeed is truly life-changing. We are also inspired by our donors' enthusiasm and dedication. The motivation behind each gift to the university is as unique and individual as the donors themselves. And what unites our donors is their understanding of the transformational power of scholarships and the necessity of supporting our students. Let's take a moment to hear from some of our donors now.
I'm honored and humbled to be a part of this year's scholarship celebration. I graduated from William Patterson University in 2007 with degrees in English and psychology and honors in biopsychology. Without the generosity and support of all donors who contributed to my education, I could have easily dropped out of school. I have personally felt the anxiety of paying for my education and the strain of managing my own finances. That is why, as a William Patterson alum, I decided this year to establish 3 scholarships that speaks to the current moment while also paying homage to the people who helped me with my educational journey. The Blizzard, Bailey, and Ingram Family Scholarship offers an academically achieving single mother the much needed and well-deserved support to earn her college degree. The John E. Rawls, MD Legacy Scholarship supports an academically achieving student who desires to attend medical school or pursue a doctoral degree. They should want to reshape our medical infrastructure by showing empathy, compassion, and care for all. The Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, and Breonna Taylor Scholarship seeks to honor a student who epitomizes the cause of social justice. I am forever indebted and grateful to William Patterson University and the many donors who contributed to my education. I am proud to now be amongst the many donors who provide critical scholarship support to deserving students. Thank you.
My sister is a graduate of William Patterson. Way back in 1944, she really struggled to get an education. She went to school at night or day, however she could get the courses in. I went to school on a complete scholarship. Jack went to school on a complete scholarship. And when my sister died, she left me a little bit of money. I wanted to honor her with a scholarship, and somebody who needed money to go to college as she did. And that's how I got to William Patterson.
So the scholarship, it gave me the opportunity to fund my education and pursue my passion for teaching, and made it less stressful looking at graduate school and the cost of graduate school, so I didn't have to really worry about it as much.
And Salona's life is so much like my sister's, and knowing that she graduated from Garfield and she wanted to teach, and there was so much that was so in common with my sister.
I've known Bob Carr for a number of years. I was familiar with his program, Give Something Back, and I said, if you are willing to entertain, including William Patterson, then I'm good, I'm in. And the reason we said William Patterson, because we had been introduced, or I had been introduced through Joan, when she set up a scholarship for her sister. And we were impressed with the school and its management and its goals. Go to the school and talk to people at the school, which is what we did, and get a feel of the institution that you're supporting students for. And I think you'd be sold.
The connection with the school and the connection with your student that does get your scholarship is just very rewarding. And we do feel much a part of William Patterson.
My sister Barbara graduated from William Patterson University, I think it was in 1954, as an elementary education major. She always credited William Patterson as being the keystone or the foundation of her career. After Barbara graduated from William Patterson, she went on to be an elementary school teacher. When a position came open in reading education up at William Patterson, Barbara was asked to join the faculty as an assistant professor. Barbara really loved William Patterson because it was not only her alma mater, but it was her, it was her whole career after that. It was maybe 20, 25 years ago that she established the Barbara Mal Grant Endowed Scholarship in Education. Barbara and I were very lucky because we had parents who could afford to send us to college and pay the way, and that made life much easier. But at William Patterson, she met many students who were worthy but very needy. Many of them had many jobs in order to get themselves through. Barbara and I often talked about the fact that we have no relatives other than ourselves. We decided that her second family was William Patterson University, and that when she passed, all of her assets, all of her estate, all of her savings would go to William Patterson to establish a much greater scholarship base for students. If only she were here to see it, she would be so very happy. But she did believe in William Patterson. She did believe in education. And more than anything else, she believed in scholarship aid. Keep well, keep safe, and keep hoping. And in this context, I want to say, keep giving. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you, Dorothy Hennings, Joan and Jack Hall, Michael Blizzard, and Essalona Cristani for sharing your stories with us. And thank you for giving so generously to help William Patterson students. Our students demonstrate tenacity, and many face and overcome significant challenges that have the potential to impede their progress toward earning their degree. The students in the next video share with us their commitment to perseverance and what it truly means to have the willpower to succeed.
My name is Brian Francisco. I'm a senior at William Patterson University, and I'm currently majoring in public health.
Hi, I'm Michelle Correa. I am a senior at William Patterson University, and
I am studying environmental science and earth science.
So I grew up in a small minority community in Western New York, New Jersey. My parents migrated here from Mexico. Their highest level of education is actually elementary school.
My parents immigrated here from Mexico just to provide a better lifestyle for my brothers and me. My parents didn't get the opportunity to study. They didn't get the opportunity to have that higher level education. I couldn't be much more proud of my parents for taking that step, for taking that initial step to come to the United States and give us the life we have right now.
Coming here my first year was very, very difficult for me because I had class from 8 to 3. I didn't have a car, so I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to catch the bus. By car, it was a 45-minute drive, but by bus, it's a 2 to 3 hour drive. It was very tough, but I knew that those 3 hours were worth it. There were times where I just thought like maybe I shouldn't be going to school because it was really far, but if I was able to get through that, I could get through anything.
Some of my challenges of coming here to William Patterson University was having to adapt. I've been with my parents my whole life. Once I came here to the school, I've been able to mature and develop. I've become more independent. I do things on my own, and I feel very responsible and very proud of who I've become.
So I always wanted to help people out, especially people in my community. I remember wanting to play football at 11 years old. In order to play football, you have to see a doctor and get a physical. I told my dad, but he told me, not now, later we'll do it. At the time, I didn't know. I just thought he didn't have time, but it was because he didn't have the money for it. To see a doctor was about $120, and it was just for a physical, 15-minute physical. After talking to his boss, and his boss lives in Jersey City, told him about this program that they had where on certain weekends, they had doctors there and you could get your physical checked for free or get anything checked out. So my dad told me, hey, on Saturday, we're gonna go see a doctor for your physical. I was happy. Taking the bus ride to Jersey City, I just remember seeing like it was a school. I remember just getting my physical done and it was free. Seeing that public health could do that, I already knew that it was my calling, that's what I wanted to do. And with public health, I want to be able to also set up programs like that, help minority communities find these kind of resources, be more educated on their health.
Coming to William Patterson, I entered as an education major actually, but after spending some time here, I've learned that I had this deep passion for the environment. It's things like professors being interested in their own studies that really, really helps students. It really pushes and motivates them. The way that they were so passionate about it teaching and so passionate about their own research, it was, in a way, I guess, life-changing because I am now graduating with an environmental science and earth science degree. Had it not been for the Kurt and Annie Landsberger scholarship, I wouldn't be on campus. I truthfully was not planning on attending the fall semester or the spring semester. I had brought it up to one of my professors that tuition was becoming much more of a burden to me and my family. So she recommended that I look into different scholarships that the school had to offer. If it wasn't for my professor, I wouldn't have looked into it myself. Because of the scholarship that I was awarded, it was that final push, that motivation that brought me back. It has pushed me and motivated me to go forward, to finish what I had started.
The scholarship had a huge impact on me and it's helped me financially, took so much stress off my shoulders. It's one thing to hear your son go to college and graduate soon, and it's another thing to hear that he got a scholarship.
A lot of my relatives, my younger cousins, even my brothers, they've told me quite a few times that they look up to me, that I'm the role model. And to hear that kind of makes me feel very happy, very happy to have been given the opportunity to even come this far.
Public health is very, very important to me. Just being involved, doing community services, or doing anything I could. I was actually just doing this just because I wanted to. I wasn't really thinking about the recognition, so to see that the university saw that I did these things and they actually awarded me this, it meant like all the hard work and all those experiences I'd had, it meant that it all meant something. Thanks to you, I can graduate in May 2021 and go out there and help others the same way you helped me.
Thank you, Brian and Michelle. Your stories are touching our hearts. What makes our annual scholarship celebration so special is the opportunity that it provides for students to share their stories with us. The next student that I am pleased to introduce is Vincent Akenya. Vincent is dual majoring in accounting and management. A recipient of the Lakeland Bank Scholarship, Vincent is in his final semester at William Patterson University, working toward earning the 150 credits needed to become a certified public accountant. According to his professors, Vincent is a dedicated student who is committed to personal and professional excellence, scholarship, and networking. In addition to being a dedicated, resilient student, Vincent has demonstrated a deep commitment to service. This, coupled with his commitment to engage and develop, makes him an ideal donor scholarship recipient. Please join me in welcoming Vincent to the podium.
William Patterson University was the perfect college for me because of the opportunities to network and discover myself. Coming from a small town in New Jersey, I was attracted to William Patterson's size and close-knit community. Ever since I took my first accounting class in high school, I had aspirations of becoming an accountant. I knew that William Patterson's Coatzacoalcos College of Business would be an ideal place for me to really experience the business environment. Growing up as a child of immigrant parents and the middle of 8 children, I quickly learned that nothing in life comes easy. Often getting lost in the shuffle, I had to learn to take care of myself and to make sure that I was always putting in the work needed to excel. My parents did not go to college, and I watched them work hard to put me in the right place to succeed. They always seemed happy with their lives, and I would ask myself what keeps them going. Whenever I would go to my friends' houses, I would see them with the latest games and awards and certificates on their walls. Their parents were doctors and accountants and engineers. Although I see a resounding difference between their lifestyles and mine, I know that my parents' strength has prepared me for the road ahead and shown me what to expect. You can never achieve anything great in life without fighting for it. You can do anything you put your mind to by being strong and courageous. I have faced many obstacles in my life because of my background and identity, but I always find a way to make a positive impact. I have been blessed to have parents who set an example for me by always keeping their heads up and remaining focused on their bigger goals, even when faced with an obstacle. I believe that success is judged by the impact you make and the inspiration that you give to others. My parents have shown me that actions speak louder than words. Receiving the Lakeland Bank Scholarship has allowed me to further advance my life goals and has shown me that I am capable of achieving such opportunities through my work ethic. The fact that someone took a chance on me and believed in my story really helped with my self-confidence and motivated me even further to always be the best that I can be. During my sophomore year, I was able to secure an internship with the KPMG Foundation for the summer of 2018. The following summer, I interned in New York City within KPMG's audit practice. As a result of that internship, during my exit interview in the summer of 2019, I was offered a full-time position with KPMG to begin in the fall of 2021. To receive that job offer 2 years before graduating from William Patterson was truly a life-changing moment. Opportunities like these are made possible through the support of scholarship donors and other individuals who invest in students. The generous scholarships that I and this year's other scholarship recipients have achieved further align us with our career aspirations and give us the belief that our goals are attainable. I would like to thank everyone for making such crucial opportunities available for William Patterson students. Every single scholarship has the potential to make an enormous impact on the lives of the recipients. Thank you.
I'm sure you will agree that those stories and the students and the donors who shared them validate the work that has been done and that will continue to be done on behalf of our students. So thank you again for all of your support. Together, you have helped produce some truly eye-popping numbers that I want to share with you here tonight. To start, over the past decade, the scholarship endowment at William Patterson has grown from $3.18 million in 2010 to $10.35 million today, an incredible 225% increase. And now, due to the immense generosity of so many watching tonight, I have the honor of reporting the successful close of the scholarship campaign, which has raised more than $16 million, 60% above the $10 million goal. As I say goodnight, I want to once again thank all of you for your commitments to this university and our mission, and for your support of our students. They are truly the best investment we as individuals and as a society can make. Good night and thank you from a grateful and humble president.